Superheroes. Some of the greatest pieces of pop culture to ever exist. And from good to evil, nice to mean, we all know what a superhero is. Or do we? Now, when people think of a hero, people usually think Batman, Superman. But what is a superhero? Let's see what Google says. Someone who's admired or idolized for their outstanding qualities and achievements. Alright, let me just split it up into categories. Why are they a superhero, their personality, and how they do things. Someone that perfectly defines these categories is Spider-Man. I know, it might seem biased, just trust me on this. Just let me explain why Spider-Man is the perfect hero. Now, when you say superhero, someone that immediately comes to mind is Superman. And I'm gonna be honest, he's a pretty good example of why they're a hero. He has these abilities, and since he has the ability to help others, he does. However, some people are motivated by vengeance. Oh, I caught you. You're thinking about Batman. Because of his loss of mother and father, he's just angry, you know? But he uses that anger to stop bad people. But you might be wondering, how in the world does Spider-Man fit into all of this? Well, we've all heard the phrase, with great power comes great responsibility. But what do these words really mean? Well, because of that power that was given to Peter Parker through that spider, he was given a choice. He could either sit back and not care about any of his abilities, he could use those abilities for evil, or he could use them for good. And it was Peter's responsibility to make that decision. And luckily, Peter went down the right path and turned into a good guy. But no matter what, because of his abilities, he will always have the responsibility of Spider-Man. He will always have the responsibility to protect New York. And that's why Spider-Man's motivation is so powerful. And oftentimes, people don't understand it. They just think, oh, with great power comes great responsibility. Well, what's that mean? But if you really look deep into it, it's such a great quote. Like, Uncle Ben was cooking. I know he was waiting for that moment. Alright, let's move on to personality. Now, personality-wise, there are thousands of heroes that have a great personality. Deadpool, Robin, The Flash. But Spider-Man is different. Spider-Man doesn't see his villains as animals that need to be put in cages. Sure, he fights them and tries his best to save the day, but he knows that they're just humans. Well, I mean most of them. But anyways, Spider-Man puts himself in his villain's shoes. But empathy is a gigantic part of Spider-Man's personality. And it's such a big part of being a hero. Because in my opinion, a hero isn't just someone that stops the villain. He's someone that understands the villain. And sure, he tries his best to stop the villain. He tries his best to save the day. But overall, Spider-Man wants to understand his villain. And he wants to understand why he's doing this. I mean, except the wall, that guy's unbreakable. I'm so sorry. But anyways, let's move on to something else. How they do stuff. Now, when it comes to Spider-Man, it ultimately varies how he gets the job done. Now, when it's just normal Peter, I mean, that dude is bussin'. He has empathy for his villains, and he ultimately usually saves the day. But when Peter has the black suit... yeah, let's just skip that part. But Spider-Man doesn't really want to hurt people. I mean, yeah, he might throw a few punches, but you'll normally see that on a daily basis, Spider-Man tries to stop the fight without even fighting. He understands that villains are villains for a reason, and sometimes villains just can't understand that. But overall, Spider-Man tries his best to keep his family safe, and he tries his best to make sure everyone's safe. And that's why I think Spider-Man is the perfect hero. He resembles everything a hero should be, in my opinion. He gets the job done, but not by beating criminals to a pulp. He has these abilities that he didn't ask for, and he made his own decision to help others. And variant to variant, universe to universe, Spider-Man will always be one of the most legendary and heroic heroes of all time. Not only because he's awesome, but because of his empathy and his abilities and just everything. And yes, there are many more perfect heroes. Take The Flash, for example. He acts very similar to Spider-Man. But in my opinion, Spider-Man is not a hero. He is the hero. And that is why, my friends, that is why Spider-Man is the perfect hero. Outro time. Hey, before I do my outro, this is Editor Emmett right now. I just want to say thanks for the support you've been showing me on my recent videos. I've been getting hundreds of views in like what? But just thank you, because I did not expect my channel to do this well when I came back. So thanks for the growth that you've been allowing my channel to have. But anyways, it's outro time, so I hope you guys have a good day or night. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Jesus is king, and I'll see y'all in the next one.